Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below. Hey, what's up guys? Era94 back again with another action figure review. Today we're going to look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Sauron Deadpool Build-A-Figure Wave. This is Wolverine, or X-23. So as we can see, she's packed in with a separate head, and it looks like the other wing and arm of Sauron on the side. Our typical art right there of the character, and then we get a picture of the figure along with the rest of the wave right there. There is a read-up that reads, Laura Kinney uses assassin training paired with powerful claws to take down anyone who makes the mistake of crossing her. Alright, and so far we are 3 for 3 in this Sauron Wave of Legends. So far I am loving this wave. This is yet another solid figure by Hasbro. What a great looking X-23 or Wolverine figure. And we finally got her in 6-inch. I think a couple years back they did make a 3 3/4 inch version of this figure, and now we got her in 6-inch. I love it. I love the blue and yellow colors there. That Jim Lee-ish type color scheme there looks very nice. And here we have our new X-23. Not too long ago we had a X-Force X-23 in the first wave of Deadpool. So now we got both versions. And yet again we have another waving hair mold. It looks like they love putting the waving hair mold for the X-23 figures, but I don't mind it too much. It looks really nice. I do like that. But if you ever want to display her with the hair down, you don't have that option with the mask on. That being said, you do have the option with the mask off. And here's our Lara unmasked right there, and the hair is completely straight down. Now this is nice, but I guess they forgot to include a drooping down mask like we would get with our older Wolverine figures. Just like this, it would have been nice to get one of these with this figure, but I guess since the hair is in the way, they decide not to give us that. This is how she looks with the head attached. Right there you can see how they molded the hair, kind of covering half her face a little bit there, so it makes it look for a more serious, more pissed off look right there, so I do like that. And I think it looks good. I do like this. Overall, there is the figure, and this is the first time I've seen it where the claws are very nicely packaged in. They're not crisscrossing each other or anything like that, and they're staying separated, and they're, you know, pretty good. So I do like that. And I didn't realize this figure came with some claws down in her feet, so that's cool. I haven't seen that feature on any of the X-23 figures at all. I think the Toy Biz one had it, but for Hasbro, I don't think they've ever included it. And these are, as well, just like the ones on the fist, they are removable right there. The only downside is there's going to be quite the hole on the toe right there. There's no alternate foot or anything to cover that, so that's the only thing that sucks about that. Alright, and before we get to the articulation, let's admire a nice head sculpt when we see it. And this looks nice to me. I do like this. The paint came out nice on it. The face is good, and the hair is good as well. As I mentioned, there's the sculpt right there, so that looks nice. Laura's gonna come with the left arm slash wing of Sauron. You can see how huge this is, just like the one that came with Bishop. The wingspan is nice, and overall, I mean, this is nice sculpt work. I love this sculpt. The detail, it just looks great, and the colors there, I like how it's green goes to that yellowish green, so that looks nice. And you can just see how big this thing really is right there compared to the figure. The head's gonna move left and right, and even with the hair it still moves around, so that's good. It will not go up because of the hair, it will go down. It is on a ball jointed hinge. We unfortunately have our typical standard articulation setup for female figures here once again, so there's no bicep swivel. We only have a single jointed elbow, and it swivels at the elbow. We do get a swivel at the wrist with a hinge, and then there's a diaphragm joint, swivels, and forward and back, very limited. It does go back a little bit there. There's no waist swivel. We have the thighs going forward about this much, back, in and out. There is a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. We do get a boot cut, very nicely hidden because of these nicely sculpted boots. So you can see how that is right there. Nice swivel, and then the ankles will hinge forward and back, and they will pivot. And it is quite windy in here. There you see the previous X-Force X-23 figure right there next to the new Wolverine. And I think these two figures are absolutely great. They, for the most part, use the same exact mold. Looks like the torsos are the same, the arms are the same, the fist, the claws, the thighs, all the way up to the shins are the same. When you get to the shins, of course, we get the new boot on both figures there, and then the foot are different. Of course, the X-Force one did not have the claws on the toes, and of course, the head sculpt is different. Also, the belt is not the same. They both are a separate piece that move around, but they're sculpted differently, of course. Next to Tiger Stripe Wolverine, there she is. They're almost about the same height. And here's Bishop from the same Sauron Build-A-Figure wave, towering over little Wolverine here. They look great. I love the matching colors as well. And of course, we must go even bigger. Here is Omega Red next to Wolverine. She's actually a little bit ahead, so let's get them even. And there you go. There is the accurate height difference there. Alright guys, and there you have it. That concludes my review of my Hasbro Marvel Legends Sauron Build-A-Figure wave, Laura's version of Wolverine, and this is yet another fantastic figure in the wave. So far we're halfway done reviewing these figures, and I can already recommend this wave based on these 3 figures alone. It's looking to be a good one, so I can't wait to finish it off and build the Build-A-Figure. But we have another great figure, and I think you guys are going to be very pleased with this one. She may be easier to find than Omega Red and Bishop, that's for sure, but this is one I'm definitely not going to pass up on if I see it in the store. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave a like if you did, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not done so already, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.